Do you have any any interesting stories about your time teaching in New York City?
Well, there's so many interesting stories. Some are funny and some are also serious. Well, to come to a city like New York, it is it requires blood and guts, especially teaching martial arts. In New York, you have the one of the biggest institutions of martial arts in the United States, the home of the United States Karate Federation in New York. You have big martial artists here before. You have Richard Chan of the Taekwondo, he's based in New York. Henry Chu, Moses Powell, uh, the Tai Chi twins here in New York, and so many, and also in the Midwest. But when I started in New York, it was a very, uh, shall I say, moment of how I do it and how I did it. When I saw that, I went to one of the karate school by Aaron Banks. And when he was coming in, I was saying, okay, you want to see the training here? You have to pay $3. $3, I just want to see. Yes, that's right, you have to pay. I said, no, I want you to get out. So from that time on, I was so pissed with it because, why should I be charged for $3 just to see karate? I've seen karate, but I want to see what karate is there. So I said, I will not tolerate this. I have my own system, and I want to prove that, this is not just an ordinary system, and I could beat everybody. So I started. I have a little studio in Queens. Oh no, in Manhattan, in between 57th 58th Street. That hotel there, we were around 150 Filipinos in that place. And I decided to have a small place on the top of the building, which is used by the old people for during winter. That is their heating place. So I turned that into a little studio because it's not being used. So in that place, I thought of a thing that I would interest everybody. So I bought a black cloth and I looked for a skull in 42nd Street, plastic skull. And I got a bulb, red bulb. So I put that in the wall, and then I hung the skull, and I put the uh, red bulb inside the head of the skull. And I said, when somebody comes in here, I will scare them. So there was there's one student who is in Kujuru. He says, is this the thing that I heard about this Kali? He says, yes. He says, what is this bullshit? I said, this bullshit will kill you. So I locked the door. And I put on the light. Then he saw the light in the wall because of the skull. The eyes of the skull was focused on him. So he says, why are you using this? This is voodoo. I said, yeah, that's voodoo. Right. So I said, what do you want? I said, I'll try to spar. I said, spar? Oh yeah, sure, okay. So he started kicking and kicking, so I was just trying to escape with it. Then I pulled the knife. I said, you're finished? It's my turn. He says, why are you using knife? I said, knife? Oh, because you're kicking. This is my system. You're fighting. Oh, he says, no. I better get out here. Okay. So he get out. And then another fellow came in from Brooklyn. And he was insistent that, he says, oh, I learned in judo that, you can remove the knife. Oh yeah, sure. So I stabbed him. He was hit in the hand. Oh, she said, you stabbed me? I said, of course. So he said, no, I will not continue. He was bleeding. I said, oh, you wash yourself. Right? And another, until the time that one of the, shall we say, second man of Count Dante came to me. He says, I heard about you. He says, He says, who are you? He says, I'm from Count Dante. I said, Count Dante? You mean, say Dracula? I know, said, you are insulting my master. I said, when I hear Count, I mean that is Dracula. He says, no, he's not Dracula. So he says, I will report this to my master. So he reported to his master that he is based in Mount Vernon. And that fellow came down. He says, I want to meet you. So I said, meet me in Fifth Avenue at the Philippine Embassy. So I told the Philippine Embassy because I used the Philippine consulate there as our training center. And this security of the ambassador was there. So I told the security ambassador, I said, I have a guest here coming today. We just watch. So he was coming with his wife. And when he arrived there, he sat with me. He says, I want to meet Mr. Gaje. I say, Mr. Gaje is not here. He is out, but he will be back. Because in my table, there's called cultural attaché. Right? The name was there, something. So I thought, I said, no, he's not here. After 30 minutes, I was still there. After 30 minutes, he says, where is he? Then I went out. I said, I will check. When I came back, I said, gentlemen, are you looking for me? He said, no, I'm Mr. Gaje. So we start talking and talking. And then he says, I understand your system, but I want to be friendly with you. He says, I want to help you here in New York City. So he called up the editor of the official karate. He said, come down here. The guy was only in 18th Street. He came down and interviewed me. He says, I'll put you in the cover page. So I was in the cover page of Official Karate. Official Karate had a subscription here of around 1 million in East Coast. Then comes the Warrior magazine, also run by the people, and also the other magazines. So I was in the cover page. I said, I want to be only in the cover page, not on the center page. And it spread all over, right? All over. So the experience that I had was really very interesting, because every year or every month, whenever there's a celebration of other countries, we are participating, and especially in the Fifth Avenue, New York City. So, but what was interesting is that when I was interviewed by the Black Belt magazine, and he said to me, he says, Grandmaster, we have karate, we have judo, and all other martial arts. What's the difference between your art and this part? I said, the difference is big. There you have a big difference. Our system is different because in karate, you have the ki. In Kung Fu, you have the chi. In Filipino, we have the double L. Double L because we live longer. I said, you know with this knife? If I put this, knife in your ki, in your chi, you chill. But if I put this in your ki, I'll kill you. So everybody, he was so excited about this. He said, oh, I see now the difference because you're double L, you live longer because you have blade in your hand. So these are the things that are something that, instantly he asked me those questions. So I replied it, And many of the times that I had many opportunities. My first affiliate in my organization is the Jewish Karate Federation under Alex Steinberg of the Jewish Defense League. Then we had a he sponsored an event in Great Gorge, New Jersey at the Playboy International. We were the highlights. We were 15 grandmasters there, and we put up the big show. We were also in the United Nations auditorium. We put up a tournament. But one of our biggest events is we had a tournament at the Grand Opry in Nashville, Tennessee, a home of the Hall of Famer of movie and singing industry. So these were the events that we have in these times. And we were successful, and we were able to made a record that I was in the Hall of Fame, with the first Hall of Fame in California, where the kickboxing and the karate had the Hall of Fame. I was the only Hall of Famer that is not in karate. Then I was in the United States Defensive Tactics Hall of Fame, and I was with the Police Hall of Fame from Florida. That's how extensive I am. And I was in the United States Hall of Fame and in the International Hall of Fame lately. So I attained all of those with sincerity and with devotion. So my friends, this is the time that we are going to see the development of our system as we go further in different countries. And many people are looking for our system because it is needed today against terrorism and against the invasion of the ISIS. Thank you, Jason. I will see you again. Thank you.